What's going on? Welcome back to the Cian Malone show. We hope you are all well. I'm holding the microphone today. I wanted to be a bit more professional, yeah? We're doing a Q&A today, so we're on my lonesome self. We're on the lonely little fella on the couch, yeah? Let's get into it. So we're going to get into the first question. The first question's from Nerdhood OG. He asks, if you were a boxer/wrestler, what would be your walkout song? You want to know what my walkout song would be?
Oh my God, we're back again. 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 Brothers, sisters, everybody say.
Say it with me now, say it with me now.
Am I original?
Yeah.
Am I the only one? Am I sexual? Am I everything you need? You better rock your body now. Everybody. Rock your body. Easy's back, alright.
So, if I wasn't able to use Ye's song because it's unreleased, I'd have to get permission out the big guy. I'd use my own song. So, 3, 2, 1. Can you all bounce with me now, please?
Bounce, bounce, bounce now. Bounce, bounce, bounce now. Bounce with me now. Heavy up.
Can you feel the drums? Heavy up. Powers in unity.
Bounce with me now.
Drums Liberation coming soon, yeah? Stay tuned. If you ever catch me running up and down, not running up and down, I'm not going to be running back down unless I've won. But I'm going to be running down the WWE aisle, yeah? WrestleMania, Money in the Bank. Stay tuned, yeah? We're going to move on to the next question. Oh, just had a kebab not so long ago and it is knocking the bleeding bollocks off me, yeah? Right, we're going to move on to the next question here. We started off light, we're going a bit darker here, but we're going to get through it, right? Rafferty asks, if you got cancer and died, do you think you'd be able to go to your own funeral? I don't know for a fact, but I'd like to believe that either in a spiritual sense, you're able to observe your own funeral, but I'd like to think as well, when we've lived out our time in our physical body, we'd be able to experience our funeral more deeper when we move through to, the fourth dimension. So we'd be able to feel the emotions in the room. Rather than just being the observer, we'd be able to feel how people are feeling, see life in a whole different perspective. One that we don't have the capabilities to do now while we're still living in the physical world. So it's kind of still spiritual in a sense, but some people might not call it spiritual. It could be just whatever word you have for it. I don't conform to any major religion, but I would like to believe that I would be able to experience my own funeral. Obviously not in a physical way, but my own personal beliefs aren't to do with any religion, but I believe my ancestors watch over me and they guide me through my journey. So I would like to believe that would be my role when I'm finished in this realm. I plan to go into the next realm and look over the next generations. That's kind of my own personal beliefs. So I'd like to think that you can go to your own funeral. So we're going to move on to the next question. Let me know in the comments what you think yourselves. It's a deep enough question, It doesn't just go because he asked specifically if you get cancer and died. I would like to believe that in any way, not just in that particular way of dying, but I would. That sounds like such a horrible way to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to move on to the next question though, so let me know in the comments below if you have your own thoughts on that. I'd love to hear your opinions. Ben asks, what's the weather like in Tallaght? So a lot more lighthearted than we had before. It's still lovely, in the sense of, it's calm. It's calm, it's not raining, it's not cold, but we just don't have the heat wave anymore, and I was loving that heat wave. Look at the colour on me. I'd pass for an Arab, wouldn't I? The big ginger beard on me. No way. But yeah, so I'm hoping we get another heat wave before the end of summer. I remember we got 30 degrees and they were like, the country's going to melt. We're going to run out of water. And then you look at a news story from a few years ago and we got the same weather and they're like, oh, it's lovely. Are you going to the beach with your family? We're trying to fearmonger us. Let us enjoy the sun, yeah? Well, we're used to the rain and we like a bit of sun. So stop trying to fearmonger the people, yeah? And speaking of the fearmongers, yeah, we're going to move on to the next question. Niall asks, how much Lego could Simon Harris realistically stick up his bum? I would say an advanced Harry Potter set with the Millennium Falcon, all the pieces of the Millennium Falcon, daily, I would say is his, like, you know, minimum bar he sets. But realistically, I think he could stick probably a lot more, and he probably plans to stick a lot more, so fuck that bum, yeah? That sounds mad, because I thought about sticking up his bum. But come here, he's a little bum there anyway, so I'm going to move on. So, Mush asks, if there was another pandemic, would you throw a house party for us? Of course I would. Of course I would. Because another pandemic, I hope the people are awakened enough now to know it's a lot of fucking bollocks. So, we're all going to have a party and just say, fuck the system, yeah? We're getting lit. So I'll see us there, yeah? When they try to fearmonger us again. A lot of fearmongering going on now in the last 90 seconds, but, well, anti-fearmongering, because I'm not trying to fearmonger is, yeah? I'm trying to make us feel fucking happy, joyful. Hope you are entertained. Are you entertained? Are you not entertained? That's what I hope you are. So I hope I'm entertaining you somewhat, because, you know, I'm just trying to take whatever madness I can out of this brain and portray it on camera as real and as authentic as I can. So I hope you're entertained, and we're going to move on to the next question, yeah? So Conan asks, if money didn't matter, what would you spend your life doing? I'd spend my life doing exactly what I'm doing now, just more travelling, because I am kind of a little homeboard at the moment, but I just love creating whatever art I can make. I'm after getting into music recently. As I said earlier, Drums Liberation coming out soon. I've been working on my first song. I haven't been working. My first song is finished. I just need to start promoting it more now. Hopefully get a bit of buzz around it, and then we're going to release it. We're going to release it as three songs. 3 songs. So the full song, and then just rap, and then the dance part extended for the club, so we can bounce with me now. Bounce up and down. And this track, you know, because it's music is subjective, you know. Some people are into rap, some people are into jazz, some people are into dance music, some people might listen to the government this and go, oh, that's too political, it's not for me, even if the beat's hard. But some people will go, do you know what, I like this shit. And then with the dance song, some people can just be, you know, joyful and be like, yeah, bounce with me now. And some people go, bounce with me now, that's cringy. But that's just life. Everybody has their own opinions, you know. But I just love the whole experience of making the music. So I spend time making more music, more videos. If I was travelling then as well on top of that, because money's not an issue, I'd just do a world tour, just experiencing different cultures, experiencing life, and just loving it. I'm going to do that when I have money anyway, but if they just said, here, Ken, here's I was about to say a green card, because green is my favourite colour, but, like, I don't need a green card because I'm Irish, so I am the green card. What am I talking about? I don't know, but we're just yapping. I've actually been yapping a lot more lately. Check out my live streams and live on TikTok. Every night from either 12 or 1, we do late night streams. Yesterday I done 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. and it was a bit of laugh. We're starting to build a little community there. Everybody was chatting with each other. We were talking all sorts, philosophical topics, just funny shit, just having a laugh. We were playing games. It was great crack, and everybody was like, some people were being real and honest and opening up on it. And the people who are watching me, as well as myself, were giving advice, and we were all just having great crack. I love this. So if you're ever up at that time, you're little night owls like ourselves, join in. We're having a laugh. But I'll just continue what I'm doing at the moment. Just amplify it to the nines, to be honest with you, which I'm planning on doing anyway. So stay tuned. So I'm going to move on to the next question though. Lee Smith asks, if you became successful and can only bring one mate with you, who would you choose? I love all my mates, yeah, so don't be getting butthurt if you're watching this, but my mate Cian is my best mate. He's more like my brother, so me and him basically do nearly everything together already, so he'd be the one to be bringing with me. So me and Cian be living it up, the vida loca all over the world, yeah. World tour coming soon, yeah. There is loads of mates that, like, I would love to bring, and there's a few mates where it's like, you know, when I do make it, I'm like, listen, just shut up, tell your boss, ring your boss, tell him to go fuck himself, and you're coming on the road with Keno, yeah? So stay tuned for that. Few roadies coming soon. But I'm going to move on to the next question here. What would you do? Callum asks, what would you do if Okay, so he said yes, would you go? This is like a kind of inside joke now with me live community, because every night I've went live, some random fella just comes in, he goes, what would you do if, okay, so he said yes, would you go? What would you do? Would you go? I don't know. You're asking me. Why are you asking me, man? Why are you even fucking asking me? You know what I mean? What are you even talking about? What would you do? Would you go? I'd just go just to see what the crack is. What's happening? Where are we going? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta move on, yeah? Next question. So the next question is from Bickage Music. Where would you like to see the Cian Malone show in 2 years? Do you have any dream guests you'd like to interview? Where would I like to see the Cian Malone show in 2 years? Still running, which I believe it will be. I'm never going to stop the Cian Malone show. Love the Cian Malone show. We're on the Cian Malone show right now, so I've nothing more to add to that. But I would love to have just met more amazing, creative people that I've already met in the last year from doing my show, because I've just had some great conversations with people, made some great contacts. Just keep going with it. I don't really, obviously I'd love more eyes in it, but I just love the act of creating and meeting people. It's the experience that I love more. So whatever numbers come, sound, wherever we go, sound. It's just, I'm here for the journey. You know what I mean? I'm here for the journey, and I love the journey. So I'd still be running. It won't be running if I somehow perish within the next 2 years. But my own personal belief, I was born in 2001. I plan to go till 2151. I'll see us there too, yeah? With the help of God, anyway. With the help of God. And do you have any dream guests you'd like to interview? So I have a few that I'm just going to lay out, because I've been asked that similar question before, and I've said a few, mainly Irish guests. So Kanye West, I've said before, dream guest altogether. I just love to meet Kanye. It's one of the biggest inspirations on me in life. Obviously I would love to interview Michael Jackson, but he's gone. So when we go to that fourth dimension, I'll be like, hey, where are you, brother? And he'd just be like, I'm here, Cian, hello. But other than that, Joe Bart, I love watching Joe Bart's videos. He's a content creator. I've started watching him very recently, and I just love his videos. It's just me kind of, like I might be your comfort watch. He'd be my comfort watch. When I finish my stream, I'll throw on a Joe Bart video. If I'm eating my dinner, I'll throw on a Joe Bart video, specifically his philosophy channel. I just love it. Just someone interested in similar things, giving different perspectives on stuff I like. Watching videos because you'd be reacting to videos that I would watch myself, but it's great watching someone else give their perspective on it, and you learn more through that. And then obviously you can read the chat as it's going down. I don't know how they handle it, because I'm averaging between 8 viewers and 20 viewers, and sometimes the chat's flying. I'm like, I need to get this slowed down, because I'm like strolling, and then people are asking, I'm like, I'm like, how do people with 20,000 people watching them live even? To be fair, but half them probably aren't even reacting to that chat. But I love reacting to me chat. The whole experience of interacting with each other is what makes it. That's what I love about live streaming. I've been focusing on live streaming so much the last week and a half now. I've been consistently doing it every night, and I just love it. It's like long form content I prefer so much. The short form clips I hate doing, but I have to do, because with TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts and all that, people don't really have as much of an attention span anymore. So they find me through them kind of clips. But the live stream, I've been able to get more viewers from and more followers from, because they come in, they interact with me, they go, you know what, Cian's not a bad bloke, and then they'll stay around, they come back. The longer form content, I feel like it's hard to get pushed in the algorithm unless you have the perfect video, or you've already got a big following. So the first, say, 1,000 people that gets pushed out are like, oh, they're waiting on it, and they're watching it in full. Because when you're only 500 subscribers low and below, the first 100 people that see the video could be like, I don't know him, don't want to watch that, and that messes with the algorithm. So as soon as I grow that more, I'd probably just stop doing short form content altogether and just go all in on the long form content. But for now, we need to try get ourselves out there a bit more, you know what I mean? As I said, I love the journey, but I do also have to think a bit more strategic with it. And I've been doing that a bit more lately. I've been just enjoying the craft, trying to bump up the quality in it. And yeah, I'm after going off on a little rant here. Yeah, I said dream guest. Oh yeah, I just went on a rant there about like watching Joe Bart and talking about me live stream and all that, but also the music as well. I just got mad focused on the music. The movie's still coming soon. We just had a little bit of scheduling conflict, so we have now booked in for after August 11th, a few days after August 11th, we're all going to meet up and get the film done, so I can't wait to show you that. More music coming soon. I've been writing music, live streaming, just enjoying life, spending time with a few friends, meeting up with some family, just catching up. I've just been kind of living life, you know what I mean? But that's the plan, isn't it? But I also have other dream guests. I'm recording a video. Yeah, good. Trying to interrupt the Cian Malone show. But the other dream guests I'd have would be Irish. They would be actors. So Colin Farrell and Cillian Murphy. As I want to get into acting, they're two actors within the space that I look up to. So I just love to just. I had like one word in my head to say that doesn't make sense, Cian. That doesn't make sense. Dissect their brains and see what advice they can give me is basically what I was trying to say. But I got distracted there because someone's trying to come in on my show and be like, sorry, don't want to be on camera, sorry. But yeah, so they're who I want to interview, and that's what the plans I want for the Cian Malone show. My fringes in my face right now, you're probably noticing will that fella just get a haircut? You just get a trim, Cian. I'm growing it out so I can do the old, and I can do that at the end of the day when the natural oils are back in the hair, but when I wash my hair it's all soft and fluffy and it just falls back, and I don't really like putting products in my hair, so when it gets longer it should just stay back. So we have to deal with the awkward stage for a little while, but don't be worrying about that, yeah? We're going to move on to the final question, the last question. Sorry, just before we move on to the last question. That last question was from Bickage Music. Shout out to him. He reacted to my song. I sent him it before I released it, so it's an unreleased kind of preview. And he had some nice words to say about my song, and I loved his reaction. So check out Bickage Music. I'm going to put it there. Wait for a second so you can digest it. Yeah, Bickage Music. Shout out to him. Check out that video, the reaction to my song. It's pretty cool. I used to love watching reaction videos growing up with songs and all sorts, and like to see my own art, my own song being reacted to. It was like a full circle, man. It was cool as fuck. So that was cool. We're gonna move on. The last guest, shout out Taff, he asked me, what's your biggest fear? I don't know anymore, to be honest with you. I've tried to overcome most of my fears. My biggest fear growing up would have been like insects and spiders, only because I had a nightmare as a kid where I was like trapped in a box and like loads of like insects and like creepy crawlies, horrible. They were all like falling on top of me, so like every time I seen like insects, like fucking, you know what I mean? Get stay away, yeah. Stay in your own lane, mind your business, yeah. But other than that, this spider when I got over now, I could have a spider in my arm and be like, "What's up, buddy? Alright?" I'm that type of crazy person that just talk to an insect or an animal, even if they don't understand. They're like, "Do you know what? He's on the vibe. Even though we don't speak the same language, we are, you know. I feel what you try say, my friend. You know, something like that. Anyway." But that'd be my biggest fear, because like, you know, my biggest fear probably could be like, you know, never amounting to that, but I don't even let that enter my subconscious or my conscious mind at the moment. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't need to worry about that and just live in the moment. So I don't know what my biggest fear would be. My biggest fear, I would maybe call it fear, more of a worry, is just like the direction this country's going in. And I want to be able to do something about that. I'm young from Jobstown, so I don't have any power, no influence. I don't know what I can do about it right now. I wrote the government this track. I'm hoping to have some conversations with like-minded people to go like, look, our generation needs a future, and the generations that come after us deserve one too. So what can we do to screw our heads on together, debate, conversate, without any animosity between each other, whatever small differences we have, just put them aside and think about the future. My biggest fear is not being able to bring children into a future, having my future stripped away from me before I even get a chance to have one. Do you know what I mean? That'd probably be my biggest fear. More of a worry than a fear, I think. But yeah, I don't know, like no fears are coming off the top of my head. The only kind of like fears I had, like, I don't even know if I'm afraid of death anymore, which sounds like very like bleak, but I had a near death experience which completely rewired my thinking in my brain, and I don't know if I fear it anymore. I think as well through my research into like spirituality and just all sorts, I like to believe now that there is something on the other end. As we were speaking about earlier in the second question, I believe that I am going to go through to another dimension. I feel like when I end up doing the old ayahuasca, that's only going to like verify that belief, because I've picked up that belief from listening to other people's experiences and other people's research into that matter. So when I do now a bit of the ayahuasca, a bit of that jungle fever, maybe I won't have any fear left anymore. But that's basically my only fear in a sense. The one I was talking about our future being stripped away. It's currently looking that way. I just don't want to lose hope. I've went into a nihilistic view. I've said this before. I've started to lose hope in times, but I'm trying to just not do that anymore. Have full hope, full optimism about the future. We're going into the Renaissance. The Irish Renaissance is coming soon. Stay tuned. As I said last year, made a little prediction. We're going into a Renaissance. That's only kind of getting more. That's only solidified more in my brain now, as I learned about what happened with when the printing press came around and unlimited information kind of swept the world, and it was like having to like go through the shit information you don't need, and people's yearning for real authentic information, and that's what birthed the last Renaissance. So now with AI, it's because history doesn't repeat, but it has a rhythm, it rhymes. With the advancements in AI now and everything becoming so easy, you type into ChatGPT, it solves everything for you. I think people are going to go away from that and search for real stuff, especially when it comes to art. People are afraid of AI replacing art. I don't think that'll ever happen. I think for a small period, some people will get sucked into it, but I don't think it'll be the end game. I think people will get sick of all the AI slop, all the perfected nonsense, stuff with no soul in it, and people will search out for real authentic art that comes from people's felt emotions, and even to like one up that, not even like polished, as in like the high quality kind of videos. Maybe people like, and even right now, people just want to sit down and watch someone just yap to their phone. I think that's only going to get stronger and stronger, and we're going to want to seek out more real connections in person rather than online, because that's how the world's gone right now. And even with, as I was saying with art, I feel like there is going to be a renaissance. So I think AI, as much as it can be it can nullify our brains in a way because of the easiness of getting the information, I feel like it's going to do a complete flip around, and it's going to push us further into expanding our own mind and trying to go away from it, if that makes sense. So I'm going to end on that. Thank you very much for watching. I need to get on my stream. It's 1:45 and I said I'd be on at 1. So I'm not going to edit this right now. I just said I'd get it recorded before I jump on stream. I was out with the boys, just having the crack, you know what I mean? Spending some time with friends, because sometimes can't spend too much time just creating and just isolating and trying to learn and trying to grow and that kind of stuff. You do need that human connection, as we were talking about. So go out on hikes with your friends. Don't be afraid to reach out to them. Create whatever the fuck you want to create, and don't worry about anyone's judgment. Love yourself and stay real. Chase your fucking dreams. I'll catch you in a bit on the next episode of the Cian Malone Show. And if you see this and you're up late, go on to TikTok, check out the Cian Malone page. That's what I say, the Cian Malone Show. This is the Cian Malone Show. The Cian Malone Live will be on from 12 or 1 every single night. So I'll see us there. I need to look into the camera instead of looking into my beautiful face in the preview screen.